Hi, I'm Bill Stark with LeaderGov. Each week, LeaderGov shares a leadership lesson to help you become a high-performing local government leader. Today's lesson is on building an effective culture in your local government. You know, culture has been a hot topic in both private business and local government now for many years. The culture of your organization, whether it's healthy or unhealthy, can have a tremendous impact on the quality of your workplace, employee retention, employee satisfaction, productivity, and results, and even how your city or county is viewed within your state. There are four key drivers that most impact culture, whether it's a country, city, county, a business, or even your family. The four drivers are beliefs, values, attitudes, and behaviors. So now let's talk about each one of them. First of all, beliefs. What you believe as a leader and how you project your beliefs on those around you is critical as it affects the culture of your local government. Do you believe, for instance, that every one of your employees has great potential, even though some of them aren't showing it today? Do you believe that most any problem you face can be overcome if we work together? Do you believe strongly in the strategy and the vision of your department or local government? And do you talk about your belief in the vision? Do you believe most people have good intentions? Here's a simple yet powerful exercise. I'd like to challenge you to actually write down your beliefs. Take a few minutes and document what you believe. You might make a personal list and a local government list, and you may see that both lists are actually similar. So number two, let's talk about values. Values are often confined to a beautiful poster on the wall in the lobby, perhaps hidden somewhere on your website. But your values are a significant driver of the culture of your local government or your department. When your values are promoted frequently and talked about regularly and lived out in your actions, they become an ingrained part of your culture. If you value customer service, for example, and you as a leader talk about customer service on a frequent basis, if you establish goals around customer service, reward customer service, implement customer service improvements, maybe seek out surveys of citizens around customer service issues, you will invariably create a culture of strong customer service. As you focus on it and put it into action, it becomes part of your culture. But just putting the words on a poster doesn't do it. Yet sometimes we state values without any actionable or demonstrable outputs. Would you consider reassessing your organization's values? If so, get the team's input on the values and ask them to commit to talking about them and living them out every day in practical ways there in your office. You'll be amazed at how this value system can quickly begin to shape a new culture in your local government. Number three is attitudes. It sounds harsh, but they say a fish rots from the head down. The attitude of the leaders in your local government, including yourself, are key to establishing a healthy or unhealthy culture. We all have attitudes about a lot of things. For instance, your attitude about the employees who are poor performers, your attitude about citizens, your attitudes about a difficult mayor or a sheriff, your attitude about your own workload, your attitude about those you disagree with, maybe even your attitude about working conditions or your facilities or about poor follow-through by employees. All of these attitudes show through to others and begin to shape the culture of your local government. There's a clever saying that says attitude affects altitude, and while it sounds trite, it's actually very true. Your attitude as a leader, your mindset, whether it's positive or negative, or somewhere in the middle, will directly impact the culture of your local government. And the attitudes of your directors and managers will further improve or negatively impact your culture. So what attitude do you have that you need to change? Here's the final cultural element. It's behaviors. Your behaviors and the behaviors of the leaders in your city or county also directly impact the culture of your local government. Do you behave in a professional way, or do you simply sometimes snipe and make personal jabs at people behind their back? Do you set an example by volunteering in the community? Do you over-respond to employees who are difficult and gossip or act in a passive-aggressive manner toward others? If you're in a meeting and it's not going well, have you ever slammed your notebook down on the table? You ever pounded your fist on the table or rushed out of a meeting before it's finished? That's a behavior that will directly impact the culture of your local government if it persists. We all have bad days, but the general tone of our behavior at work can have a tremendous impact on the culture of your local government. Local governments have many more people observing their culture than even large private companies. In local government, you have every citizen watching you, every business, every visitor, every civic leader, commission members, even developers out there. They're all looking at and responding to the culture that you create or that you allow to continue. All of these people are all responding to and engaging in or not engaging in your culture. In fact, your culture may ultimately impact how many people move into your community or how many people leave. There are a lot of initiatives that you can implement organizationally to improve the culture of your local government, such as increasing employee engagement, increasing retention, providing flexibility or autonomy to employees, communicating better, maybe strengthening your brand reputation, selecting employees that get along with the culture, that align to the culture. But more than that, it's these 4 areas: beliefs, values, attitudes, and behaviors. And we challenge you today to check the beliefs, values, attitudes, and behaviors that you hold and clarify them and talk about them to others on your team. The more you focus on them, the better chance you'll have of changing the culture within your city, your county, or your department. In terms of action steps, there are a few things that you can do to address the culture of your organization. One thing you could do is develop and implement a culture survey for all of your team members to measure their impression of the existing culture of your city, county, or department. If you want help with that, we offer a leadership and cultural survey that can certainly help you. However, you may just want to ask 4 simple questions of those that are impacted by your organization. Here they are. What positive and negative beliefs do you see in our organization? What positive or negative values do you see present in our organization? What positive or negative attitudes do you see present in our organization? And lastly, what positive or negative behaviors do you see present in our organization? Pretty simple. We encourage you to look inward and seek outside input on these 4 critical areas that can transform your culture. We're really glad to have you be a part of the LeaderGov community. If you know of other leaders, other cities and counties that may benefit from these lessons, let them know. You can go to our website and sign up. We would certainly appreciate that. If your team has needs in the area of live training workshops, retreats, strategic plans, or even coaching, let us know. That's the kind of work we do, and we'd love to talk to you about that. Feel free to check us out also on Facebook and LinkedIn, where we post blogs and podcasts and other lesson insights to help you grow as a leader. We hope this lesson on culture has been helpful to you and maybe opened up your eyes to how you can respond and improve the culture of your organization. Until then, we look forward to seeing you next week. Take care.